from Junk Monkey Paint Company, coming to you live from Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Tell me where you're watching from as you guys log on. It is always fun to see where you guys are joining from. Today I had somebody message and say they were watching from Iceland of all places, right? So it's so fun to see where you guys are from. As you know, this is day 2 of the Flip a Piece of Furniture a Day challenge using our new line of milk paint, aka the milkshake, okay? So who was here last night? Say hello as you pop on. Tell me who was here with the original gang. This is day 2. I've got a lovely little table to do today, okay? I scored this table. I don't know if I took all the tags off of it yet, okay? Yeah. For $8.99, okay? So if you're somebody out there right now that you're like, what the heck can I do with my coffee table? You know, I'm going to give you some ideas. It's as easy as picking up a paintbrush and just going to town with some paint, right? So this is day 2. I'm going to go ahead and get started, get my paint mixed up, and then we'll keep talking here, right? And I'll tell you what's going down. But first, the color I'm going to use today is, you want to show them over here? It's called Red Ochre. And it is the, what I would call, it's like kind of like the deeper dark. It's like a barn red, basically, right?
Okay, what's the other color?
All right. The other color I'm going to use today is the, let me see, it is what's called Yellow Dory.
Oh.
Do you see it? Okay. Cool beans. All right, just so you know what's going down. You're like, what the heck, Sonia? You already get a tie-dye table going on. Okay, seriously, what did we miss already? So I've got a layer of the dark red down, the red ochre, and I put the yellow dory on top of it. I am working with it, okay? So let me just go ahead and get started over here. You guys know, if you tuned in last night, that one of these basically is the same, not basically, it is. It makes 1 pint of paint, which is what you're used to with our Junk Monkey original chalky paint recipe. So it goes the same distance, except you really mix it up differently. And the cool thing about milk paint is that it's completely unpredictable. And I promise I'll show you what I mean, okay? Because if you guys were here last night, I'll show you how unpredictable it is and what I found this morning when I came here into my DIY shop, because you won't believe it, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. So let me just lay down and get this, well actually let me just get my paint mixed up now, because the difference with the milk paint, of course, is number 1 is it comes in a milk paint form of powder, okay? So you mix up as much as you need at a time. So I'm just going to put 1. I would typically do this in a jar, but I'm going to put this in a plate so you guys can really see it, you know, basically come to be. I'm going to put 3 teaspoons. Don't make fun of me and how I say teaspoons. Last night you asked me, so now I'm like all paranoid. How do I say teaspoons?
It's the Stewie Griffin thing. Didn't you ever see that episode?
1.
I'd like some Cool Whip.
Ah, funny. Like
schedule,
right?
Cool Whip.
Let me get on my
say
schedule.
Whip. Say cool.
Funny.
Cool whip.
What was that? So you made me miss, I think that was 3, right?
Yep.
Let's do 4. The cool thing is with milk paint, you can't mess it up, guys. You just mix it up as much as you need for that period of time. It's made, it's milk paint. It's made with milk solids just like they did back in the day, right? When they made paint, even back to like colonial times before, like we're literally, and it's funny with this color, we're literally going back to like, you know, painting on caves, okay? So this contains clay and earth pigments and milk, okay? That's literally what it is. It's all natural, completely natural, no VOC, no chemicals, all right? But isn't it funny? This color reminds me of like the cave drawings that you'd see. But I promise, Matt, we're not going to have you drawing on walls today, okay? So stick with me. But you can see how you really, really mix it up. So when you're doing furniture, we recommend like a 1-to-1 ratio, but you can always like, get it to the part where you want it to be. Like I'm going to add a little bit more water. I always say do room temperature. You don't want to do hot water, but you do want to do like a little bit of warm water. That would be perfect. What are you doing?
I'm making a petroglyph.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What is that, the atomic bomb?
No.
Mushroom tree. What is that?
No.
What?
I am making...
what is that?
I'm making a bear.
Okay, I thought you were going to say monkey, and I'm like, that is no way. Oh, I see. It's
a caveman
No, it's
bear.
it's the great buffalo. It looks like the great buffalo.
I made a buffalo.
Yes, it looks like the buffalo.
I made a buffalo.
So what happens is, if you let your paint set up, give it about maybe like 10 minutes or so, and what happens is all those pigments just disperse through the water. It is so fun, guys. This is just part of the paint experience, getting to play like this. I feel like I'm like, you know, back in elementary school again right now. But seriously, it is so fun, right? So anyway, I'm mixing it up. You can make it as thin as you want, as thick as you want. It will thicken upon standing, so if you want to even like make it a little bit more thinner, what do? Add a little bit of water, right? So who's on with us tonight? Tell me.
Everybody's on here.
Everybody. I'm so glad everybody's
You're a
here.
little bit late into the broadcast to be giving shout-outs.
No. It's never too late.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
It's
there's
never
so many
too
people.
late.
I'm like behind, like 100.
I know. I put you behind, right?
Yes.
Story of
my life.
Yes, exactly. Can you tell we've been married now for 20 years? Yeah. So
I'm missing Ghost Adventures for this, by the way.
You know what I missed last night? I didn't get home till late. Okay. Don't judge me, all right? But I missed Love After Lockup, okay? Seriously, I was laying in bed a couple weeks ago. I'm serious. I was laying in bed a couple weeks ago and late at night, and I thought it was on like a TLC type channel. But anyway, it's called Love After Lockup, all right? Oh, man.
Ridiculous.
Was it scandalous, people? So anyway, every Friday night, there's like this new episode. So, I even got, our shipping girl, Carrie, into watching it. So I'm a bad influence. But anyway, we were having some fun. So say hello as you guys are on there. So what's everybody saying?
Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's checking on. You got Kayla checking in from Newfoundland.
Kayla from Newfoundland?
Gail Pierce says hello. Haven't seen her in a while. Linda's on, of course. Everybody else. Sandra's sharing it. Amaryllis is checking in from Florida. Shay is checking in from French Settlement, Louisiana. I didn't know there was French people in Louisiana. Just kidding. Just kidding. So, anyways.
Matt's like the biggest history buff you ever want to meet. Like, I'm serious. I'm always telling him, you need to be on like one of those shows, babe. Go on one of those shows and like win us lots of money. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you need to get on a game show.
Well, I was almost on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It was like I made it through all the rounds.
Yeah, you did, right? You need to.
But I was in the Marine Corps and
it didn't work out with your schedule.
No.
See what I'm saying? All right, so if you're just tuning in, we've just finished the project for the evening. If you look down here, this is what we completed together. So I hope you're happy with this broadcast. Yes, we're going to end the broadcast now. Tonight we talked to you about doing tie-dye on a table and painting the Great Red Buffalo, okay? So, yeah. All right. All right, let's let our paint set up, okay? All right, let me grab a chippy brush that, I love to work with, all right? So these are the brushes that I use, just so you guys know. When I'm doing distressed style, which if you follow me, I love shabby, I love distressed, I love rustic, I love primitive, I love anything to do with chippy and making things look old, all right? So I love to give new life to furniture through the power of paint. It is as that simple as it is. One person's junk is another person's treasure, right? That's how the Junk Monkey name came to be. Just like Grease Monkeys tinker with like getting cars and, that sort of thing up and running. Junk Monkeys, we tinker with old furniture, like stuff like this that we find for $8.99, right? And people look at you like, you're taking that home? And I'm like, yeah. So these are the shabby chip brushes that I use. And seriously, like they're just cheap brushes, but they're perfect for the distressed style. So that's kind of one of my tips on how I cheat to get the distressed style, all right? So I'm going to grab that right now. While the paint is setting up, but just take a look right here, guys. Focus right here for a second. You guys remember this from last night? Who remembers this from last night, right? The colors. Can you come in a little bit closer right here and show? We experimented, right? Like we were like giddy last night with experimenting with some new products that we have.
Giddy.
Yeah, and you were wondering what the heck I was doing, right?
Yes.
But anyway, you can see there's black, there's some sea glass, there's also some wild salmon that we used in here, and we just kind of finished it all out, right? So last night we started working on this piece, but we got so happy, literally, with the chippy hippie juice that we went all the town, we focused on one side, and we got very zealous on this side, right? And we were hoping for some chippiness. And so what happens?
Sealed it.
I sealed it, right? We got like really, really happy. We just like worked really quickly. So then, my friends, I told you last night that I was going to finish painting the magazine rack before I went home, right? And so I did that, and I just left it. And I came in this morning. Do you see what's happening now? Do you see all this? When I say chippy paint, milk paint is the only paint that is unpredictable. And let me just tell you, maybe it had stage fright, or maybe it had something to do last night with the fact that we were super giddy and happy about trying it and trying to use products on it really, really quickly and distressing. But we just let it do its thing. We came in this morning, and it's all chippy, right? So it's ready to be sealed. So literally, like, you can look down here. You guys see that? It's just all chipping off, right? So you can, you never know what milk paint is going to do. So I'm just letting it do its thing. I'm going to sand it all down, let as much fall off of it as it wants to. Remember that we have a product called Extra Bond. So if you just want to use the milk paint for the properties of it just being an all-natural paint line, you can do that. Use our Extra Bond, which is also non-toxic. And what it does is it makes the milk paint stick on just like our original chalky style paint, right? So you can play with it. Now for me, the reason I love the milk paint is, our monkey pickles right behind, and they're so people don't think he's an imaginary friend. Can you show Pickles right behind? Right behind you. Come on, cameraman. Work with me. Work with me.
Pickles.
That's Pickles, right? Right there, okay?
Pickles.
So what's going down is Pickles is the original chalky paint recipe. Like I said, he's the monkey with the muscles. Petunia is the petite, pretty little monkey. She's got the tutu. She's all frou-frou. She's a little more delicate, right? She's got the rosette in her hair. And so Petunia is the sister paint line to Pickles. Hence, she's very fragile, right? So look at all this chippiness. Isn't that beautiful? So tonight we're going to work on this table right over here.
Explain to them if they don't want the chippiness.
I did. I said you use our extra bond. Where were you?
No, I'm saying you seal it. You can seal it right away.
Yeah, when it's done, yes.
Yeah,
so if you want it to stick on just like the chalky style paint, you can use the extra bond so it acts like the chalky style paint that you're used to, right? Except it's completely all natural. And then what I can do now is go in here and I can seal it, right? So what happens is it stops the chippiness from going any further, and I'll just let it chip as far as I want to, distress it off and then seal it, and then it's preserved, right? It's good for where it's at. So
Jana just stated the obvious.
What's that?
Pickles on your apron.
Yes!
And if we're
yes! Pickles on my apron! Which, by the way, I put the aprons online,
enough,
okay?
If I was smart enough, I would have said, oh yeah, he's right there on your apron.
Yes, and so last night you guys were messaging saying, are these, what they call last night? Smocks, right? Smocks, bibs, aprons.
When I was a kid,
what would you call this, right? What would you call
I'd say
this?
that's a smock.
Right, yeah. Yeah, totally. I agree. So anyway, we put them up tonight, or today, on our website. I think there's
Smock PA.
22. Yes, there's a Smock PA. There's 22 aprons available to first come, first serve. So just go to jugmonkeypaint.com if you want to get one.
Do you know who the famous person out of Smock PA is?
No.
Alice Cooper.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. That's
Really?
where he went to elementary school, and that's where his family's from.
Nice.
Yeah, his mom and dad were steel workers, and they went to Detroit to work in the auto industry.
There's a lot of famous people that came out of Pennsylvania.
A lot of them, yeah, from this area.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
we're about
right
probably, 35, 40 minutes south of Pittsburgh to kind of give people an idea.
Right here is Fred Rogers and Arnold Palmer and Jimmy Stewart.
Okay, will you hate me if I paint over your great red buffalo?
Oh, what are you doing? Isn't it?
All right, somebody take a picture. Somebody take a picture. It's Matt's first work of art right here. He's wearing smocks and he's doing finger painting, okay? All right. All right, bye-bye. It's okay. We're going to make it work. So I painted half the table to kind of get a head start on you guys.
A smock, Donna says it's an apron. A smock has sleeves in it.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for setting us straight, girl.
Yeah.
See, that's why we got smart friends.
Yeah.
That's why we got
smart friends. Donna is our crafting apparel expert.
Yes, she's going to have to be on standby now. Yeah. We're going to need you, all right, Donna? Yes. All the videos going forward, all right? So what I've done is I put red and then I put the yellow on top of it. I'm going to complete the other side. Like I say, I kind of got a head start on it so that way I could give this table, this end, time to dry so we can see some chippy action because I am down for some chippy action. Who's down for some chippy action tonight? I want to know.
So Melissa says she's hiding in the bathroom at her in-laws to catch us live for a few minutes.
Way. Melissa's awesome. Yeah. We love you, Melissa. Hopefully you're having something good to eat there, right? Hanging out.
Hello, Marion.
I've hit in the bathroom before. Like, you just don't. Like, listen, I've sat in the my parking lot outside the house before, just hanging out, watching stuff. Seriously. In fact, you know what? When I go home at night, this is a true story. When I go home at night and I pull into the driveway, we live like in the country. When I first moved here to Pennsylvania from Newfoundland, Canada, I lived next to people, like I lived next to like street lights and stuff. And then we moved here to the country, like literally, we are in the country and there is no street light, okay? So I'm always like, I hate coming from my car to my house. Anybody else out there who's a scaredy cat like me? And so I'll always text Matt when I pull into the driveway and he'll like open the door for me, just in case somebody tries to kidnap me between my vehicle and my home. I feel this is a very real thing, okay? So in the dark, right, in the countryside, just me and the skunks. Right. And but I'll sit in the car sometimes and just chill out and watch somebody else's live or catch a video.
Okay, so somebody is mean face bombing us.
Oh, who cares?
So the person who's mean face, I just want you to know it. I can see who it is.
Yes.
And I will call you out live and embarrass you. So don't mess with me.
You've heard it from a Marine.
I'm a
okay?
10-year Marine combat veteran.
He's
Do not mess with
feisty,
me.
people. He's
I am
feisty.
surly.
All right, listen.
I am surly.
There ain't nothing like living with Marine, okay? I feel very safe, all right? Let me just tell you, I feel very safe, all right? We are in very good hands, people.
Yeah.
Who else has got Marine Corps in their family as well and know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah. So.
But anyway, we'll just let them. They're having
yeah,
a bad day.
they think they're anonymous, but I know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
Butthead.
There's nothing anonymous on Facebook
So,
anymore.
anyways.
It's crazy. All right, okay. So, I'm just going to let that red.
Do you sand first?
No.
Okay.
I did not sand, okay? Because I'm going for the chippy look, right? So if I wanted this to lay on perfectly, then I would use like our chalky style paint. It's the original recipe. This is our new milk paint line, okay? This is the unpredictable paint. You just don't know what it's going to do. I put it on and I'm hoping for chippiness. And you never know where you're gonna see it, so it's totally spontaneous. I like spontaneous. So this right here should give you an idea. Like if you just wanted to paint your coffee table and do it distress style, this is the red ochre color right now, okay, that you're looking at. It's a beautiful deep red. A lot of you guys might know it as like a barn red type feel. So you can just paint anything. Just grab your brush, go all over it. But if you don't add extra bond to the all natural milk paint, what happens is you get chippiness. So like I say, milk paint is the only paint that will chip. Yes, you can distress the chalky style paint, but it's a totally different look because the paint literally chips off, flicks off, flakes off, and lands on the floor below it. It's pretty amazing. So anyway, let's let this dry. I'll show you what I mean, okay, as we get going. I'm going to put a design on this tabletop I've got planned. So stay with me, but take a look over here. Let me see. All right, look over here, babe. So this is the red, okay, and it's drying over here. Can you guys see down here? Do you want to come down a little bit lower? Do you see how when as easy as it is, I'm just taking my sand block? You want to put it all the way over here. Can you see this chippiness over here? Maybe you get on the other side. It's a big table. It's a boat, okay? It's a freaking boat. All right, so do you see this chippiness right here? It's already starting to flake off and do amazing things. Whoa! Did you see that? Amazing, right? So let's do some here. Literally, I'm just taking my sand pad and I'm brushing it over. And do you see all that darling chippiness that we're getting right there, right? I can get as much as I want. So that's the look I'm going for. You guys know that I love the shabby, chippy look, right? So we can go and do as much as we want, but look how I'm just hitting that lightly and literally it's flaking off. So like what Matt was saying before is you're going to want to seal that in when you get the amount of chippiness that you actually want, right? So I cannot wait because once I get the tabletop up here done, I am totally going to go ahead and do the rest of the table, and it's going to be amazing, okay? So stick with me. So if you're somebody that loves a little chippiness and there's just something so satisfying about it, I promise when we chip this off, I don't know, it's going to be like popping bubble wrap. You know what I mean? It's going to be so awesome. So, all right, so that's where we are. So I'm touching this area over here, and it's already starting to chip. Can you see that?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah? We're getting closer. Come on, babe, bring it in closer. Show the yumminess.
The one person doing the mad face.
Oh, listen, we'll take care of the mad faces.
But
guys, pump them with some hearts. Seriously, cheer up their day. Somebody's having a bad day.
It's only one person. It's not a lot of people. Oh. And actually, right now, they're going to Facebook jail. So.
Uh-oh. Are somebody getting reported as we speak?
Oh, it already was.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Just share the love. Listen, love always beats that sort of stuff, right? So pump on the hearts, guys. And before you know it, Mr. Sad Face will just go away. All right, so I'm going to add some more red here because I totally forgot to do this part over here. Let me get some going down over here. But yeah, what do you think so far? What do you guys think? Did you see the chippy action? You saw what happened last night on the magazine rack. And now we're going to put some as well on the table and see what it does, all right? So what's everybody saying?
So, anyways. Laura, I gotta have my secrets. Anyways.
Matt's the man of mystery.
I am. Secret squirrel. So, anyway. But somebody was saying earlier.
Yes.
They're like, can you show your face so I can match the voice with the idea in your head, what they see me as in their head.
Oh, that's fun.
You can't. You just gotta go with the.
Listen,
imagination.
my business plan is Matt will hide behind the scenes, and then one day he will give out signed autographs for like $10 bazillion, and everybody will be dying to know who Mr. Wilson really is. You know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, that's the plan.
I could get paid.
That's what I'm saying, dude. All right, so let's let this side dry over here as well, okay? Thanks for the hearts, guys. And I've got to tell you, this is day 2 of the Paint a Piece of Furniture a Day challenge using milk paint. And we're doing some really fun chippy action over the next 20 days, right? We have 20 colors. This is 2 colors I'm using tonight called Yellow Dory and the Red Ochre. We're combining them. I'm going to do a fun design on here, so stick with me. I'll give you guys some ideas. If you're sign makers, furniture painters, be sure to tag your friends because this is going to be a fun one. I think I'm going to put a design on the top here. It's one of my BYOB paint party designs that the ladies always love. So I'm going to share it with you guys tonight. You can need some ideas. So here's what we've got going down. 2 things to tell you. So if you type the word live right now, you'll be subscribed to any live shows that we do going forward. So if you don't want to miss any ideas for the next, how many more days we got left? 19 days. Then you just type the word live down below. Okay? That's what I want you to do right now.
Anyways, there is no sanding. We didn't sand this, actually. No. So,
I want it to fall off. I want it to be chippy. And you don't have to sand your piece, right?
Yeah.
You can buff it if you want. I mean, you can do that to help give it some extra teeth and extra tooth and extra grip.
Well, I gotta do something. Hey, tonight's second night of our mystery gift. Who wants a mystery gift? Share this
from
live.
the International Man of Mystery.
Secret Squirrel.
There you go.
Share this. Type share below after you've done it, and we will pick a gift. Who's going to get a Valentine's Day gift from Junk Monkey Paint Company?
Seriously.
So, that's what you have to do. Share now.
Matt does give good gifts, I will say.
And we will pick a winner towards the end of the show.
That sounds like fun, right?
Yes.
You're just going to be here. We're going to shout out your name, but you do need to hit share. Let's see how many people we can get on tonight. Wouldn't that be fun?
We got a lot of people.
How many do we have on tonight?
Right now we have more than last night. We have 717.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah. Tell us where you're all watching from. Would you put your place name down below?
Oh, they do. They do all the time. Yes, I did say mystery gift.
We can see who was the furthest.
Barb McNamara won a mystery gift last night.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
I messaged her back today, told her that you were working on that for her.
Yes.
But we don't tell secrets.
I work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey.
He works hard for the money. I'm sorry. I am that person when you start to say lyrics of a song, I just may start singing it. All right? Can't help it. So what's everybody getting into tonight? What are you guys all up to? Let's see.
I see a lot of people watching the Olympics and watching us. I haven't watched the Olympics this I'm not.
I didn't see any of it this year.
You know what? I'm just not interested this year.
Really?
And Winter Olympics are like my thing. Because I grew up ski racing and doing all those winter sports.
Yep.
I'm just not feeling it this year.
Yep.
I don't know if it's I don't like the athletes, some of the athletes,
right.
Or it's just kind of, there's not the when I was a kid, like the Alberta Tombas and the Katarina Vitts and the Franz Plumbers. And,
do you guys remember, who remembers when the whole, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
They just made a movie about it.
Well, I'm from Canada, so, I talk hockey and figure skating. But who remembers watching when, what was her names? Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding.
Just brought the movie out, yeah.
Yes, right? Like, scandalous. Oh my gosh. All right, so now, babe, would you pass me one of the plastic spoons over there? I think it's right there on the table.
Just call me Spoon Boy.
Would you like to spoon me later? Ooh, TMI. All right, too funny. You make fun of me of how I say the word spoons. Guys,
you're saying it normal
Last night, Matt talked about a shiny honey. Tonight, I'm talking about spooning. Who the heck knows what we'll talk about tomorrow night, okay? I'm telling you.
There you go.
It could get scary.
Somebody's making pizza with Fathead beer pizza crust.
Oh, man, what is that? That sounds good.
Fathead, they have a really good IPA called Headhunter IPA. It's pretty good. They have another one called Bumbleberry. I used to be in that. I'm not a big flavored beer guy. You know me. The German in me says, "Nein!"
We went down to Hofbrauhaus in Pittsburgh twice in the last, week and a half. We barely make it down to Pittsburgh, and all of a sudden we go twice in the last. Anybody do that? You haven't seen it forever, and all of a sudden you run into the same person multiple times.
I love Hofbrauhaus. She just discovered she could eat there.
Yes, I have allergies, and so I had to be very careful over where I eat. but they were able to cater to my allergies, and now I'm addicted because I am that person that, you know what, if I find something that I can eat it for pretty much every single day for a while, okay? I can't help it. Who else? Like if I buy a pack of something like breakfast biscuits, I can eat it that I really like. I can eat the same thing every day for 7 days until the package is completely gone. I just, you know, I'm just that person.
Is Bob alive or did he die? Linda, Bob didn't make it.
Let's just say, yeah.
The red, it's ochre red.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob didn't make it. Bob didn't make it. He's gone to the land down under. All right. Yeah.
There you are. Anne's checking in from Bremen, Germany.
Ooh, our German girl in the house. Well, we're just talking about Opera House. So I had this stuff this week. I had this stuff this week. When you talk German always sounds angry. Like it does.
It's just we get to the point.
Well, it's just like when you say it, it sounds like it's mean.
Well, when I get upset and I start like saying, you know, like
maybe you're just mad at me when you say it. No.
It's the perfect. When I grew up, it was the perfect. You knew you were in trouble.
You guys know what I mean.
You knew you were in
if your
trouble.
mother, I'm sure if your mother shouted German, you would know you were in trouble. Absolutely, I would come running. But yeah, we were down there this week at the Opera House, and I had something called Spätzle, which I love to say that word.
You had Jäger
Let's just say it. Let's just say it together, okay?
Jäger
say the
Spätzle.
word Spätzle. All right, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
So anyway, it was so good. It had meatballs and it had like pastries in it. And I don't know, it was just delectable. It was absolutely. And then we had, what do you call that stuff we have for dessert? I mean, I know what it. What's the German way of saying it? It was chocolate cake.
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte.
Oh yeah, basically chocolate cake. But what he said, okay?
Black Forest cake.
Yeah. When we say, I have a piece of chocolate cake, you know, it doesn't sound as sexy as. Say it again.
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte.
Yeah. All right. I'll have what he's having.
Yes.
You know. So anyway, who likes German food? So I think I let that set up pretty well. Again, we're having fun with milk paint, and you mix it from the powder form and add some water, and then you have fun with it. So this red ochre has dried, and I'm not going to worry about this, even though it's starting to chip a little bit, just from the rub over that I gave it with my sand pad, which the sand pads are available in our shop as well at junkmonkeypaint.com, the same ones I use. But I am going, so I'm going to do a sand over after. Oh, looks like something stuck on my table there. So literally, it chips right off, right? But I'm not so worried about the underlayer chipping because I want to get the yellow on the top of it right now first. So let's go ahead and go to town. I'm going to use my shabby chip brush. They're also available in my shop. If anybody wants to get their hands on it.
Say, I won you over by speaking German. No, Linda, she would have ran.
I won you over by
speaking German to you. No, she would have ran away from me.
Too funny. Too funny. But yeah, exactly. German scares me. It makes me think that we should run away.
Well, remember, I grew up with a different kind of German.
Yeah.
So it's Schweizerdeutsch.
So I'm going to let a little bit of that dust blend in with the yellow. So I'm really applying the yellow on top of it, and without, you know, cleaning it off or anything. So what's going to happen is that dust is going to blend with the yellow, and that's how I'm getting that sort of like, you know, effect of it blending together. And that's what I want. So for the design of this piece. There we go. So type live for notifications and hit share to be entered for our giveaway.
Michelle hit this spam wall. She was sharing so much.
Oh yeah, Facebook does that,
yeah,
right?
just share once, guys. You don't have to spam. You don't have to spam the share. We appreciate everybody doing that.
But don't get yourself in trouble. Yeah, right? You're good. But yeah, they do shut you off.
Columbus, Ohio has German Village. They have wonderful German food. German Village in Columbus.
Sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah, so anyway, there was a place that we went up to Frankenmuth, Michigan, a town built by German immigrants in Michigan, and it's a great town. Like the food, the people, it's something to see. Really, it's basically reminds me of Frankfurt area, Germany, and a little bit of Bavaria all mixed into one. You got the north influence, you got the south influence, and it's all there.
Right.
Are you using Chippy Hippie?
Not tonight.
Not yet. Are we using it tonight?
No, I don't think we need it for tonight.
Oh, so anyways.
I got something else planned. Tomorrow we'll probably use it again.
She's got things.
I got things on my sleeve, man. I'm working towards the thing. So here's what I'm going to do.
I know, Deborah, right?
What?
German food.
Yeah.
Is very stick to your ribs.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I agree with that.
It is. That's what I love about it.
Me too.
That's when it's funny. She comes from a very Irish area, And, you know, they have a lot of the salt beef, cabbage, boiled, what they call boiled dinner.
Yeah, boiled dinner.
And
with all the vegetables.
so it was very good, but it was definitely something new for me. It was very meat, potatoes, and if it wasn't shoved inside of a pig intestine, I usually didn't eat it. So, you know.
Which I prefer not to know that part.
It was a culture shock.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer not to know that part, you know, about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho.
So I'm using a little bit of the dust. Here's the cool thing. Somebody messaged me and they said, what about, you know, we started right now our line with 20 milk paint colors, and somebody said, excuse me, they didn't say, excuse me. What they said was, hey, Sonia, you know, if I want a certain color, how do I get it? So here's what you do. You take the actual powder itself, and you combine it to make any concoction you want. So, for example, we started our line with a lot of the primary colors, right? Because that's the basis for all colors in the color wheel.
It kind of looks like Venus.
Does it? Do you like it?
It looks like Venus or an Easter egg or could be Saturn. It just needs a storm at the bottom.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta say something else before I say this. So anyway, before I forget, don't let me forget about the Venus thing. But anyway, yeah, so if you want, like, for example, you want pink, you guys can build it. You have the building blocks to pretty much do any color you want, right? Because you got the red, you got the blacks, you got the blues, you got the greens, you got the yellows. And what happens when you combine those colors, you can get any color you want. So if you want pink, if you want a beautiful petunia pink, what you do right now is you take red, you take white, the powders you mix together equal amounts, or kind of like you can adjust with it, add your water, and then boom, you got a pink, okay?
Did we see the jelly store in Frankenmuth? We were at the cheese house.
Jelly store. And
then, of course, Bavarian Inn at the shopping underneath and all the sausage places. So, anyways,
I think
there were so many people there that weekend that we really didn't get a good look.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, we can't.
Somebody says, looks like a Van Gogh sun.
Ooh, pretty, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, Diana Ward, me and your grandfather, we got along. She said he loved a huge slice of Limburger cheese on dark rye, big slice of onion, and horseradish. You know me, that's my stuff.
No way. Listen, why you would even bring that cheese into the house, I don't know why you even do it. I mean, you've done it, and I don't know. I'm just like, don't put that stuff near me. It stinks like smelly socks. Like, why would you ingest something that smells like that? All right, what do you think?
That's okay. They can be there. It's only one person.
Who's that?
No. They're going on a 3-day Facebook vacation anyways.
Funny. All right, so I'm just kind of going to blend it in a little bit. Let that dry. It'll mellow out. But yeah, talking about Venus, here's the deal. Did you guys see this week about the car that got launched into space?
Yeah, Tesla.
Crazy! Crazy, crazy, crazy. It always amazes me when I see pictures from outer space to see what we look like. Seriously, down here on Earth, right? It's like mind-blowing.
We live in a wondrous time.
We do. It's amazing, right? Well, you know, it's a miracle that we're all here, right? Now we're getting all deep. We're getting all deep. But it is true. Seriously. All right, let's let that dry. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm loving it already. So here's the deal. It was all brownie frowny. You got it for $8.99. The veneer was cracking. Everything else, I just painted it right with our milk paint. Looking for the chippy, spontaneous, don't know what it's going to do kind of action, okay? So milk paint's the only paint that chips. That's what I'm going for because that's what I love. So now I'm going to set this up, let this part dry, and then just start to do a really nice sand over with it, okay, to add some design onto it. But the base I'm going to leave in the red ochre.
Okay.
All right?
Somebody's asking the difference between milk paint and our Junk Monkey original.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, if you want a paint that's going to stick on really darn good, that has muscles, and you're not necessarily even looking for the distressed effect or the utterly chippy look, go with the chalky style paint, right? It sticks on to glass, to metal, to wood, to fake wood. It's amazing. The milk paint is completely all natural, made of things including milk solids, all right? So it's literally has milk into it. So it is not as strong as the chalky style paint. Now, if you do want to make the milk paint stronger, then you would have to mix what's called extra bond with it. The milk paint is dry powder, but the chalky style paint is a pre-mixed paint that comes in the can, you guys know already, right? So that's pretty much it in a nutshell in terms of the differences between it. And one of the reasons why I'm excited about this is because, you know what, if I want to get a little more chippy with it, this is going to be the paint that's going to work for me.
Do you put anything on top to protect it? Yes,
Yeah,
we will.
we'll seal it.
Just give us a moment. Let us get to that.
So this is our base we're laying down. I've got a combination of a red and a yellow on the top. I've got the red on the bottom. And I'm getting prepared for my top to finish it all out and put a design onto it. So that's what I'm going to do.
Can you use smoke paint on fake wood? Yes, we'd suggest buffing it a little bit.
Yeah.
And using the extra bond.
If you want it to stick well.
If you want it to stick well, yes.
Because remember, when you got fake wood, it means that it has no pores for even the milk paint to be able to really suck into, right? So it's going to chip and flake really, really easy on something that is not real wood. The more shinier your surface, the more chipping action you're going to see. But it's completely unpredictable. Like, you just don't know where it's going to chip to. So it's really cool. Because here's the thing, old furniture doesn't do what you want it to do, right? It just chips where there's wear and tear and just stuff over time. So it's a fun paint to be able to use if you love that distress look.
Can you keep it from chipping? Somebody just asked.
Yeah, add the extra bond.
No, you can seal it too.
Yeah.
Seal it right away.
But is that what she means?
No, she wants to keep it from chipping.
Keep it from chipping. Then use the extra bond at the beginning, and so it doesn't chip. And then, of course, you seal it in as well. So, for example, like, can you see some chipping already starting to happen right here? And I'm just rubbing my fingers over it, okay? That does not happen with chalky style paint, right? It holds on. This is just my fingers going over it right now. So if you love that chippy look, this is how you get that really cool, just cool feature going on.
It depends on the wood, Linda. Usually it'll soak into raw wood. It'll really bond well with raw wood.
Look, take a look right here. Can you guys see? I'll just do. I've got a lot. I haven't distressed this yet, but come over here a little bit closer. Babe, do you want to come in real close? Like, let's get like live chippy action cam. This is a chippy cam right here. Can you see it? I'm drying it right now. I'm going to swipe it over with my hands. You see that? So this is the chippy paint right here. So the cool thing about chippy paint is you just don't know what it's going to do. So if you love the imitation of the old furniture, you're going to love this paint. But if you just want to use it because of the fact that it's all natural, you can do that too and just have an all natural paint that's kitchen safe, baby safe, mama safe, all that good stuff.
Yes, you do not need to prime when you use milk paint.
No.
Because you're going for distress. Like, if you're just going for solid milk,
or
like solid look, like we said, use extra bond. Seal right away.
Yep.
You can layer, absolutely. We layered last night with this.
So I never know what it's going to do. So take a look right here. Can you see it? This is it. Just as it dries, it's starting to flake, okay? You can't get this sort of distressing with the sand pad, with the chalky paint, right? So there's the differences. Just rubbing my hand over, do you see the difference that's happening? I can see it over here. It's starting to crack. Come take a look over here. It's starting to crack right here. Do you guys see the cracks starting to form? Yep. Can you see that?
Yep.
So just with my hand over it. Beautiful, right? Love that look. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this is the look we're going for tonight. We're going for the wretchedly old chippy look. I can add extra bond if I want it to sit down and not do that, right? But if I really wanted just more of an all-over coverage, that's when I'm going to go with my chalky style paint, okay?
Doreen wants to know how can she get the chippy look on raw wood.
Yeah.
You use the Chippy Hippie.
Exactly.
You use the Chippy Hippie juice on the area that you want it to chip, and then you apply your paint to it.
Okay, I've got some more chippiness to do, but I'm going to do a design in this area, so I just kind of want to make sure everything's laying flat, as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Looks like there's a hair right here, or maybe that's just part of the table. Let's see here.
No, you don't need heat to make it chip.
No.
Actually, if you just let it sit, it will naturally do it on its own.
Overnight.
Yeah. So we left this overnight while we were working. As you can see, it loosened up there, and we were able to just go like this and take paint off of it. So, but if you don't want it to chip.
You can show them the extra bond down there if you want.
Yeah,
so that way they
if you don't want it to chip, paint it and then seal it soon after, and it won't do that.
Yeah, you want
when do you add extra bond instead of water? Actually,
you mix the paint.
You mix the paint, and then
at the time,
and then once you have the paint mixed, then you.
Want to read the instructions on the back of the thing to them? That'll help them. That's the best way to say it.
I can't read it. I don't
when
have my glasses.
When I wrote that label, I summarized it in the perfect form. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So you go ahead. Do you want me to read it?
Sure, because I don't have...
Come here, I'll read it.
I still am convinced I don't need glasses.
Hopefully this makes sense, okay? So this is the extra bond that you would add to your milk paint. You guys saw me mix up the powder form and the water. You're actually going to add that to it at the time that you're making it. So this actually helps it be strong and stay on. So if you love just the all natural, all over coverage, you're going to want to use this with your paint so it doesn't do all this chipping action, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, it contains 1 pint. Our extra bond additive will help Junk Monkey milk paint adhere to non-porous surfaces other than bare wood. So let's see here. How did I say it? Clean surface with a non-oily or when I told you last night, don't do oils or soaps. That repels stuff. You don't want to do that, right? Measure out 2 parts mixed paint with 1 part extra bond. So as we go ahead over here over the next 19 days, we will use this as part of one of the looks I want to get, okay? But right now, as we start off, I want to show you guys the difference so that you can see how the chippiness happens, and then we'll show you how it doesn't happen, all right? So now I'm just going to have some fun. These are just some cheap paints that I have. I have a big stash, guys, of lots of different paints that I use for, like, canvas painting and things like that. They're the 50-cent paints that you can get at Walmart. I would never paint furniture with 50-cent paints, but when we've got our layer of our Junk Monkey paint down, we can use this on top of it to just basically embellish it, right? Just like you would with a stencil or anything else. So I'm going to get ready here to put some fun colors out to make a design on the top of it, right? So who out there right now loves to paint? Who's a painter that's on here?
Everybody that's on here.
Everybody loves to paint?
Everybody's on here.
Good. Well, you know what? Sometimes people, they just need a little extra push, because I tell people that be brave and just do it, right? Have fun with it. You just
said the wrong thing.
Why?
Some people need to be pushed.
Yeah, because they're nervous.
You know me,
and I tell them, like, it's only paint. You can do it. You can do it. All right, so we're adding up. Woo! We're adding a lot. We're adding a lot now. We're adding just a little bit of some colors here that will match the color scheme. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm bringing it all together. Bringing it around town, right? As SpongeBob says. Let me see here. So I think that's good right there.
Oh, now we're quoting SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, man. Yes.
Yes.
Most people quote, the greats. I quote SpongeBob. But don't judge me. So when I'm at, like, Walmart and places like that, if you want to show my whole thing. Yeah, I know. Just seriously.
Sets my OCD on fire.
Why? This is awesome, right? So I collect old brushes of different styles for different effects.
Yeah, Natalie, bingo.
What?
She just said what I was thinking.
What'd she say?
Nothing. You can go back later.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So anyway, I do keep lots of brushes and stuff like that because for different sizes. But for tonight, I'm going to use one that is probably, what is this, like an inch? A little bit shorter than an inch? 3/4?
Well, that's a 1/2 inch.
Actually, it says right on it, and I'm sure. No, it doesn't. Let me see.
It should.
It doesn't. All right. All we know it's made in China. All right, we're just going to roll with it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on what I'm going to do and bring it to life.
Elizabeth's daughter said her 12-year-old just told her that she can do it.
Yeah? Oh, she can do it, right? Yeah, everybody needs a cheerleader. Absolutely.
Right. So what are you doing?
I'm going to do a design on the top of here, okay? I need to kind of see my whole...
Well, now it's on the floor.
I know. I'm painting the floor. It's all good, right? See, you can't break anything. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to lay down the base here. We'll see who the first person can figure out what it is, all right? So I'm just going to wing it. Let me just look this up for a second because I'm just going to do it here. Let's see here. So let's just go with it, guys.
While Sonia's trying to figure out what she's doing, go ahead and share, and we'll send one person that shares and put share in the comment box.
Who needs a
mystery gift? Who needs a little mystery in their life?
Who needs an enemy when you got your husband here, right, making fun of you? Right? Seriously.
Well, that's my job.
That is your job. It's okay.
Yeah, that's the whole thing that she forgets all the time. She makes fun of me.
I do. I guess I deserve
You know what
it,
You know what the one I love about marriage is?
What?
It's the one. It's the one where you go to bed.
Yeah.
And then you wake up in the morning and you say that I did something in your dream.
Oh yeah.
And then she's mad at me.
Yeah.
I spend the rest of the day trying to make up what dream version of me.
Because then you put me in a bad mood. Like, why would you do that to me? right?
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, oh, I think Susan was the first. No,
What's she saying? What's she saying?
Let me go back. I think Valerie was first.
Oh, what'd she say?
She said sunflower.
Yay! Right? I can totally see this in a sunflower with the
Kate
colors.
says a moose.
A moose. Oh my gosh, that's
moose.
funny. That is funny.
See, all these people are laughing because they know.
What?
They've done that to their significant other.
What's that? Been mad at them?
The dream thing.
Yeah, it happens.
It's not even our brain. We're not even in your brain.
It's
your
a real
brain.
thing, right?
It's your brain.
So I'm taking just a couple colors of brown to kind of bring them together to create the center of the sunflower. I'm not gonna get OCD about it. I pretty much just need it to blend right now, so that's why I'm covering the surface. And when you use a couple colors together, of course, while they're still wet, they do make that blend, right? But anyway, let's just leave that as is.
Katie Reed said, "Oh my God, I do the same things to my hubby."
Really?
Why? Why? We had nothing to do with it.
You already know the
It was
answer.
in your crazy. It was in your crazy head.
You tell me all the time. You say, you women are crazy, right? All right, I gotta go with a little bit of water brush because I'm going with a bigger sunflower, and so I need some. I want to see the center of it look like this, right? All right.
Yeah. This Valentine's Day, go easy on your significant other if they do something stupid in your dream.
What are you talking about? You silly guy. All right, so there we go. All right, let me start with that. Now we're going to go ahead and grab another brush.
See, all these people are fessing up now.
What's that?
That's right. It's Chunk Monkey Confessional. All you people who've done that. Yep. Yeah, just go ahead. Fess up now.
So now I'm using some of the, this is like a darker yellow. Basically, I don't even look at the names of them, but this one just says, I don't know. Actually, it's called Golden Sunset. This one is Pale Daffodil. And then I have a white, okay? So just remember, when your colors blend together with a light, they're all going to change anyhow, right? So let's go ahead and put some leaves on this thing.
Elizabeth says, love listening to you too.
Because I'm crazy? Right?
Elizabeth, this is my cry for help.
Are you going to hold up a sign?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come save me.
Yeah.
Come save me.
Yeah, you funny bunny, you. Yeah, you funny bunny, you. Just remember, when this camera's off, you got to go home with me.
Kristen says, I had a dream hubby stabbed me in the eye. And when I woke up, he told me he accidentally elbowed me. Okay. Well, that one I can understand. So, what is dry milk paint? Dry milk paint is a base that will keep indefinitely, as long as you keep it out of moisture. And you can mix it up with water as needed, so you don't have to waste it all at one time.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. So we just recommend that you mix up what you need as you go. So if you start with a little bit and you're like, man, I need some more, then just dump some more out and go with it, okay? So like if you're going to do a whole piece of furniture, which we say one pack of it is going to do like a standard size piece of furniture.
Yeah, absolutely.
So mix the whole pack up at a time, right? Just get a big mason jar, put it in, get like a whisk, and way to go. Liz
Taylor is checking in from Australia.
Aussie in the house.
Yeah, so she said this hasn't quite made it down their way yet, but yeah.
Well, we might be having.
Well, we were watching. You know, I was thinking about that last night.
What?
Come from the London,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Peter Griffin.
Somebody not singing the words right.
Yeah. Peter Griffin singing it.
Listen, I'm terrible for that.
We have a friend that actually works with us, and some of you know her. Louisa
yeah.
is from Australia, and she worked with us for a long time, and she still comes in, does Fort Ligonier days and stuff. So those who know Louisa loves her, and if she would hear me say that, she would be chasing me around.
Yes, she would. She'd tell you where it's at. She'd tell you where it's at. So you guys see the sunflower come together. I'm just picking a white, a yellow, and a bit of like a more of an orange yellow. You can do whatever colors you want. And I'm bringing it together to make some leaves, right? So this is like the part where you don't get OCD. So I'm not trying to form my leaves perfectly. I just want somebody to know when they look at it what's going down, right? So let's see. This is where we get another piece hanging off of here. We probably would have another one right here. So let's just imagine.
Are you darkening up the leaves at all?
Heck yeah.
The petals?
Yep. So now that we've got the yellow down, I don't even wait for it to dry. This is exactly, did you just read my mind?
I did.
You're good.
Well, of course I am.
Right. You keep hanging out with me, I tell you, before you know it, you'll be Bob Ross. All right, let's see here. Let's put a little bit of, right?
I'll be crazier than a loon.
All right, listen. It's the Ross. The Ross, you know what I mean? He's
I'm
good.
not saying about the Ross.
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Oh my God. All right, so I'm putting a little bit of just like the same kind of color that's in the center, in the leaves. And I'm not afraid to go in and just kind of smush it in, all right? Is smush a word? Somebody tell me, is smush a word?
Smush is a word.
Okay, good. All right, just making sure. Just making sure. All right, we're going to go ahead. Ooh, look at that. How pretty is that? I love that. A little bit of that red dye coming through. It's even prettier. All right, so we're just going to give a little bit of that, just to darken it a little bit in the center.
Susan must not be an offset person.
Who's Susan?
She said her OCD is killing her.
Oh my God, Susan, what are we going to do? All right.
Yes.
What can we do for poor Susan?
Yes, the asymmetry is terrible.
I know.
You can taste it.
It's not done yet, right? So I kind of like that, right? You guys like that so far? What do you think so far? Are you with me? Who trusts me? Who trusts me?
Everybody's on the smush thing.
Really, right? Because it is a thing. All right, there we go. I'm not going to touch that anymore. Now what I need to do is, let me see here. What should I do? All right, I'm just going to add a little bit. This just needs a little something right there. All right, there we go. Perfect, right? We'll leave it as is. All right, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and just kind of bring it to life, all right? Say it with me. Bring it around town. All right, let me see. Nobody knows what the heck I'm going to do. All right, I need a smaller dish.
Brenda says it's falling off the table.
Yeah, right? It's awesome. So I'm going for the look, of course. I mean, you can put the sunflower in the middle, but I'm more of an offset first person for those of you who follow me. And it's not done yet, so you'll see how I bring it together.
I think you do that to get back at your dad.
What's that?
That right there.
What's that? Just like,
yeah, because he would be like, it's not in the center.
Can't help it. I love it, right?
They're saying the seed's in the middle.
Yes. So I'm going to put a little bit of black down right now. This is just the black, literally, again, from Apple Barrel. I think this might be the larger size for like all of $1 something. I think it's like $1.99. And now what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and get my brush wet. And let's make it a little more bolder, all right? Because now it's just kind of like, it's got the background there going down. So make some hearts if you like it so far. If you don't think I'm crazy. And no, you don't have to say anything, all right? That was to my husband. All right, so now what we're going to do is just make it a little bit bolder, all right? And I just free flow it when I do this sort of stuff. Because, again, I'm not going for perfect. I am going for more of just a imperfectly perfect, just bold kind of look, right? Okay, I got to get this way. Let me just move so you don't see my shiny honey right here. All right, there we go. All right, because that would not have been a good view. All right, let's see here. There we go. All right. Just kind of fling it.
Can one buy this table?
You sure can. If you're local, you can definitely buy it. Because it'd be so expensive to ship, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah, if you want it, just message me.
We can't ship it. You can make it.
How pretty is that, right? All right, and for the grand finale, we're going to need to trace out the circle. All right, I kind of got to get on this side now. I just got to get in this.
Push me around.
Oh,
push me around.
We got this right here. Let's imagine there's one there and one there, right?
Go over here.
All right. I like to get my brush good and loaded. Locked and loaded. And then what we do is we just go, bring it around town,
that
right?
Sounds like me on a Saturday night.
What's that?
Loaded.
Locked and loaded. All right, so let's just leave that right there right now. And of course, we can go ahead and do some design on the table in just a second. But I'm just kind of going for that, you know, that pop look. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Now I'm going to do some edging around the table and stuff like that. But somebody said earlier about, you know, sunflower seeds. And I totally agree with you. So here's how I'm going to get the sunflower seeds. You guys ready?
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because you scare me.
What? Come over here. What's this? I'm going to take my brush, the same brush that I just used to map out that, right?
Oh my gosh.
Again, you with me?
I just got attacked by the picture.
Matt's always attacked by the furniture. You use the other side of your brush, right? These are the perfect size, right, to be able to give some dots. So I just use the other side of my brush, and I'm going to start putting a few dots down. But yeah, if you are local and you want this table, message me at junkmonkeypaint.com and come get it tomorrow here in my shop. Please come get it tomorrow. I'll give you
on the bottom of the brush.
I will give you an amazing deal on it because I want to. I got 19 more days of furniture to do, right? So I've got lots of. I need lots of space. So come, for heaven's sakes, if it makes your heart happy, And let's make it yours. So how pretty is that? Now, I'm not even done with this table yet, guys.
So do you want to...
What?
Are you going to chip this at all?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Are you going to blend it?
Dang, I'm going to chip it.
Okay.
Do you not know me? Like, seriously, how long have you been married with me? You know? Come on now. You know we're going to go from
Hello, Yolani. Welcome.
Hello, friends. Make sure you type the word live if you don't want to miss another live video from us. We've got 18 more nights after this. We'll have projects every single night, so feel free to get your inspiration on. We always say inspiration is free. Just come hang out with us. And we also do a giveaway every night as well, right? So we are doing a mystery gift bag. We don't care where you live. Just go ahead and hit share, and then at the end of the night, we're going to call it your name. And if you're here, you know what? You might be that lucky person.
You know who you haven't seen on here?
Who?
Our friend Gayleen from New Zealand.
You know what? Gayleen messaged me today.
Did she?
Yeah. Now, here's the other thing, too. If you really...
We're in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, about 45 miles southeast of Pittsburgh, in the beautiful Laurel Highlands.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to buy paint, you can come skiing in the winter.
Yeah.
You can go whitewater rafting, and hiking, and rappelling, and caving, and everything else in the summer.
So, babe, are you okay that I brought your toothbrush to work?
Are you kidding me?
You don't need it, right? You've had it for a while, so it's time for you to upgrade. So
this is what I'm talking about, people. This is the stuff.
At least I didn't clean the toilet with it and then put it back in the closet.
No, this is this. This is why I'm going to die of a coronary.
What?
Before I'm 45.
Your toothbrush is the blue one, right?
Oh.
Oh, man. Did that just sound like an
I
evil
have
laugh?
nothing. I have nothing.
Did that just sound like an evil
I have
laugh?
nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna take Matt's toothbrush, babe. Don't use this one, okay? After I'm done.
I'm glad everybody's like having a kick out of it. Yeah. That's great. You couldn't just walk over to Dollar General and buy.
I needed it. It was sitting there, okay? I didn't have time to go get one, so I borrowed your toothbrush. All right. So anyway, so here's the deal. Okay, so if you ever want to give some texture to some stuff, there's people that will message me all the time.
I am putting myself on the couch tonight.
All I did was put some water in the plate with some black and Matt's toothbrush. And then what you do is you just do a little flick over it. Can you guys see that?
No,
so imagine
that. They didn't see it.
What?
They didn't see it.
They didn't see
show
it?
them what you're doing.
All right, let me see here. Let me do it on another plate.
I'm too busy being upset about my...
It up. Come on now. All right, let me see.
As you can see, you know we've been married too long because she no longer cares about my oral health.
There you go, right? You see that? The sprinkles, right? So that's how you get, if you're painting Easter eggs and you want speckles, then that's what you do. So the center of my sunflower needs a little bit of speckles because we've got all the sunflowers around, or the seeds around the end, but you guys know that it needs some little stuff in the middle, right? So we're just going to put a little bit of this in. Now, the more water you do, the more bigger your speckles will get, okay? But what this is going to do is just kind of tone it down a little bit so it doesn't look like a big old ball on this side, right? I'm not done with it just yet, but I'm just going to add a little bit of this. I think I'm going to put a little bit on the, sprinkle a little bit on the leaves as well. Just to, ooh, did you see that? Did you see that? Look at that. Look how pretty that looks right there, right? Love me some speckles, all right? Everybody say speckles. I want you to say out loud right now the word speckles, okay? Yeah. Because it's a fun word. Speckles is a fun word. All right, so there we go.
I haven't had...
See that? Look how pretty that is.
I haven't had anything nice for 20 years.
What? You've had me for 20 years, babe. You've had something nice.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Perfect, guys. You like it? I absolutely love it, all right? So now let's go ahead and give it some more, a little bit more pizzazz, all right? So, but we got to dry it first, right? We definitely got to dry it. So you can, like, do your sunflower on end stands, on coffee tables. You can even do it like, you know, think about signs and welcome signs and things like that, right? Yeah? Now, can you imagine? I haven't done the full chippiness of the table yet, right? I've been just kind of letting it sit and simmer. So, when I go ahead and I do a distress to this table, I'm expecting it to wipe some of this sunflower off, right? And really start to make it just really worn. Like it's not going to be like the rest of the table is chipping up there and this is not going to be perfect. I want it to be more of a chipping so it works with the rest of the table as well, right?
Tracy says, if you haven't had anything nice for 20 years, you must have kids. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Too funny. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll tell you what, actually...
Guys, look over here. Oh my God, look over here. You see this? You see this chippiness right here? Look at this. I'm not going to put this in front of my fingers, but look, guys. So that leaf just got absolutely more amazing, right? We had to stop for that moment, okay?
Yes.
Because to still my heart, we got chippiness, all right? We got some chippiness.
Yeah, and whenever our son started being behaved, that's when the animals came into the picture, the pets.
Oh, listen, animals are like people. Like they need a lot of work. Guys, okay, can we stop for a moment? Take a look at this.
All right.
I've got some gorgeous crackling going on here. Can you see that crackling right there?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh my God, like right there, right there.
Just trying to
Yeah, right? See that? See that? I put this paint on top of the milk paint. The milk paint's unpredictable. We don't know what it's going to do. And now, look over here. We've even got more crackling going on, right? So this is why I love me some milk paint, because you don't know what the heck it's going to do. And it's like an Easter egg, right? Literally. You just do it, and you go with it, and you see what you get. But if you love chippy, you will love the milk paint. Like, yeah, right here, right? As it dries. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to grab that.
You might want to seal some of that in and not
Look
actually...
Look at this.
Yeah, you're going to want to seal some of that in and not actually...
The crackle's good. We leave the crackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go over. We're going to wax it. You guys will see the colors come together as well. So what do you guys think? Who's going to try this? This will make me so happy to know that somebody out there is going to try this. And then send me pictures, okay? Because there is nothing better than inspiring somebody else to make something beautiful for their home. Behind the scenes, by the way, I have a coaching club as well. We've got, my gosh, almost 80 ladies in there. Every week we talk just, growing your business from a hobby into an actual business. So if you're somebody that wants to do this for a living and would love to leave the corporate rat race and just kind of put on your stretchy pants, annoy your husband, and paint all day, you can do that. You can totally do that. So I do have a club for that. Just go to junkmonkeypaint.com if you want to get in. But if you're somebody that just wants to follow me and just great ideas for free right here on our page, there is so much that you can do, guys. And this, think about all the ways that you paint furniture. If you were walking through a vendor mall, you could not help but have this table totally take your eyesight, right? Like you would have to look at it because it's pure eye candy. So we got 18 more days of goodness, of ideas, and I love the fact that you guys are here with us. But yes, tell me if somebody's going to do this, because that makes me happy to be able to help somebody else. There we go. Send me hearts, send me hearts, send me hearts, send me hearts. Yay. There we go. All right, this is almost dried, and then we can put some, we can start to kind of like wrap it up and get to the finale, right? It's already looking amazing. And we're
so last chance to share for a possible mystery gift. So share this, type share below. Doesn't matter where you're at. Whoever wins will send you something.
Yeah. Matt might send you a new toothbrush.
Yeah, you're funny.
Maybe I'll send you Matt's toothbrush.
Where am I going to go tonight to get a toothbrush?
What, you? I don't know. At the local get-go? I don't know.
Gas stations don't carry toothbrush.
I'll let you use mine. All right. No big deal. Come on now. It's only a toothbrush. I mean, you're just keeping your fangs clean, right? It's not like I scrub the toilet with it.
You keep saying that, and I'm starting to become
paranoid?
Suspicious. Yes. I am very much starting to become suspicious.
Oh, too funny. Thanks, guys, for liking and sharing. This allows us to keep doing what we do, what we are doing, and coming on and being able to give you guys great ideas. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. All right.
My legs.
We're almost done here. I just got to make sure that this is finished drying before I do my final distressing and then sealing with it, right? Because I don't want to mess with wet paint and then swipe it, and then I've got to do a fix of black paint somewhere where it shouldn't be. All right. You just do a little finger painting. All right, sometimes you have some pools of paint that you just kind of got to pull it down flat with your finger.
Kimberly Welsh, I know it's only a toothbrush, but when it's your toothbrush and you just got it not that long ago, and you're really surprised to see it make a guest appearance on the show, you tend to get a little bit, how do you say, perturbed?
Teary-eyed?
Yes.
I know, it's all chicken. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, seriously, you guys know the Junk Monkey original recipe doesn't do this, right? It holds on to the glass and metal and everything else. So this is why you would use this paint if you love the shabby, chippy look, okay? You can also get yourself some of these tools. This is a plastic one. This is like a putty knife. This is the metal one. And when you do this, this is a great way as well to just kind of like you know, pull it over.
Yeah,
and
Ruby,
get off as much
if
as you
you
want as
share
well.
this, it'll post to your page, and you can go back and watch it anytime.
That's a good
or
idea,
come
too.
over to our page and watch it.
Yep. All right, let me get a set. Who's ready for me to do some distressing and see where the chippiness wants to lift off, okay? If you're ready for it, give me a thumbs up. If you're ready for the chippiness, give me a thumbs up, my friends.
Linda Bowery says your toothbrush is famous. Yeah, it's more famous.
We're going to take up a GoFundMe account for Matt's toothbrush. All right. True story. All right, now I'm going to take a sand pad, and I'm going to start. You want to follow me over here?
Okay.
You ready? You ready?
All right.
You ready? Oh, man. Guys, look at this. Love it. Now, I want some chippiness action around the outside. Because remember, in my mind, my sunflower is over here. So I'm going to want to see some chippy action going down in this area. I'm going to want to make it happen down here if I even have to do some distressing, because that's how you're going to even it out, right? All right. Oh, my gosh. Did you just see what pulled away over here? That's exactly what I was hoping for. That's exactly what I was hoping for, right? This chips so easy. And then I can give it some texture out here. Look at that, just pulled away. Whoa, love it. All right, there we go.
Paint with milk over the chalk paint. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you sure can. Actually, you'll get a lot of chippy action that way. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and give a little bit over our sunflower seeds.
Save the crackle.
I know. I'll leave it there. All right, that was a little bit. See that? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We can fix it if we really want to. I need to actually, you know how I need to fix it?
By taking it off.
I need a little bit of water. We got it. We got it. We got this. We got this. So who loves what they're seeing? We're also going to go around the bottom as well, right? I just want to get a little bit of that black off. That.
You're using water, right?
Yep, I'm using water.
Okay.
That's all. So because I'm doing this live and I'm kind of like going fast because I don't want to run out of battery before this goes dead so you guys can see what it looks like, I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up with a little bit of water.
Make it look like glaze.
Yeah, right? There we go. All right, I can fix the rest of it later. But I love it. What I'd love to do is actually go over it with a little bit of, what do you call it? Help me out here. What am I thinking about?
I don't know.
Sand it a little bit more. Yeah. So remember, I did the top with a little bit of acrylic paint, and you can see that acrylic paint does not dry.
Tess said that was karma for stealing the toothbrush.
Keep back at me, right?
Yes.
But yeah, remember that acrylic paints dry a lot slower than something like our chalky paint or our milk paint, right?
Yes, you can use polyacrylic to seal it. You can use whatever sealer you want.
It's the dots that just need to dry a little bit more. Okay, all right, there we go. There we go. We're good with that. Let's give some around the edges.
All right.
All
Let's kick this up a notch.
All right, you ready? All right, you ready? All right, let's let her settle down over here. So she's red on the bottom. Did you show the bottom over here?
Yes.
Okay. So remember, she's got chippiness and redness on the bottom right there. God, that sounds like she's got an ailment. She's got chippiness and redness on her bottom. But
she gonna die.
Any doctors in the house? So now I'm going to use my Mason's brush. You can get these at your local Walmart or Home Depot. And what that does is it just helps you get rid of that chippiness, right? Like the chippy dust, I should say, all right? So let's go ahead now and do some sealing, all right? So you guys have been having fun. Is there something stuck on there? Let's
just
go for it. Oh, you know what? It's paint because I got paint on it. It's okay because I like a little bit of just speckles and everything else, okay? That just makes a piece for me. So we're good. All right, so what I'm going to do now is use a wax brush. You guys have been buying these up left, right, and center at our junkmonkeypaint.com page and loving on them because I know you've been seeing me start to use them and they are amazing, okay? So we're using the wax brush in connection with our Monkey Shine all-natural, non-toxic wax, okay? So I've been having fun with this. You put your brush in, you swirl it around. It's just like you're doing the, you know, the hokey pokey, right? And then what you do, guys, do you see how this is going to come to life? It makes that wood just really start to, like the hungry, thirsty wood, start to pop. And you don't want to put too much on, so move it as far as you can. It makes the colors much more vivid and bright. I'm going in circles because what I'm doing is pushing that wax down into all the wood grain. And remember that we've done some sanding, right? So we've really, really muted it down, and now we're bringing it back to life. So remember those colors at the beginning with the red ochre and the Dory yellow. So now they're all going to start to come back together, right? So what do you guys think so far? What do you think? All right.
Yellow hair.
Love over there. Yep. So when you seal, what it's going to do is going to stop the chippy action, right? So when you get it to the point where you're happy with it in terms of your sealing, then you know you can go ahead and wax it, or you can poly it. So we talk about waxing and polying. So if you have something that's going to get a ton of use, you're definitely going to want to you know, you're going to want to think about using like a polyacrylic or something like that if you have a tabletop that's going to get a lot of use. So right now I could honestly seal this in with a poly or wax depending on how it's going to get used, right? So right now I'm choosing to do wax. And so when you're using wax, less is always more. It's better to do a couple light layers of the wax versus putting on a whole lot. And then we gotta buff it.
The wax?
I guess I would ask.
It would dry.
Yeah, you gotta let it. You would have to let it dry first. But there are just two types of sealers, so I would try to pick the one that you need first, and go with that. Do you want us to come on the other side of it?
Yeah, you'd want to poly over the wax. You'd want to poly wax first, let it dry, and then poly over.
Okay, do you want to come over here?
So, no, Carol, I'm not really bummed. It was just a surprise.
What's that? Your toothbrush?
Yes.
All right, come over here. Look at this right here, okay? So this is kind of like, you can see it's muted down, right?
Oh,
But look what happens when we put the wax on it. It comes
I just had a
to
table
life.
go up and bullet.
Oh my gosh, you sitting on furniture now?
Yeah, that hurt.
Dang, Matt's having a bad night.
I am.
All right. Do you see how nice that is and how rich that is? So what happens is once you put on the wax and you buff it in that circular motion, so you really push it down, then you just can't let it sit there, okay? You're going to have to do something to really buff it and get rid of the excess of wax that might be sitting on the top of it that's not quite down in the wood pour. Plus, it'll pick up any
thing
sort
of it is, there's
dust
a little
as
bit
well.
of debate going on over the poly on the wax. Once a wax dries
And it hardens,
you will be able to poly over it because there will be areas of it that's going to allow the wood come through.
That's why I say encourage you to think about what you want first.
Yeah.
If you want something with a hardener, go with a poly. You don't need two of it together, right? In a rare circumstance, would you even want to do two together? So pick the one that you want to do. So ask yourself, is this a tabletop that, you know what, people is going to get used? Is this a decorative top? Or is this an actual day-to-day use one, okay? Because that's when you want to make sure that you're using a poly to protect it. So how much time we got left right now?
We got all kinds of time.
We do? Okay, because I'm like talking fast thinking that we're running out of time here.
Joanne Sutton says, Sonia, you're a rock star. You make everything amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Joanne.
The key is not being afraid,
Joanne,
right?
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes.
You're going to make my life tough.
He's got to live with me, Joanne.
Yeah, exactly. She's allergic to compliments. Her head swells up.
Listen, if your next toothbrush
your Nan's
goes,
on. Say hi,
if
Nan.
your next toothbrush goes MIA, don't be looking at me, right?
Only if it smells funny.
Look at this, guys. Look how awesome. Come up close, show them. So this is just the one color of the milk paint. It chipped to heck, right? And now I'm putting wax over so it doesn't chip off anymore. So I can work my way around and go all around the piece to bring it all together, right? So I'm going to continue working on this to bring it all together. But remember that after you wax, you have to buff. The cloths that I have up in our store here at junkmonkeypaint.com, you can use them over and over again. You can just wash them out. Yeah. I always say just don't wash with your clothes, right?
So if you wax, do you have to keep waxing it over time? Depends on how much use you get out of it. Yeah, you're going to want to wax it every once in a while, but I can tell you honestly that when I was a kid, my great aunts would have like their grandma's furniture and it would be fuzzy because they would wax it all the time. And
right, yeah. Yeah.
when it didn't really need it. And yeah.
So some people, and I guess it all depends on the wax you're using too, because let's be honest, they're not created equal, right? So ours is an all natural wax. And so here's the thing, what happens with wax versus poly? Poly, yes, will suck in to the wood, but it also leaves a layer on the top of it, right? That's why some of you guys wrestle with saying, Sonia, how do I get rid of the brush strokes that's in my poly? Wax actually sucks into the wood, okay? It goes into the wood pores, then you come behind it and you buff off what's left on the top, okay? Really, really good to push it down and to get rid of any residue that's on the top. So it's super down in there. Everything else on my cloth, I'm gonna leave it 24 hours and I'm good to go. I could do this a couple times if I want to really kind of build up some layers if you really feel you need it. But the thing is, with wax, because it goes into the pores, it's up to you if you want to continue to do this, right? Because what happens is, we all know that over time, wood dehydrates and needs some moisture. So the whole thing about re-waxing is just, you have to ask yourself, do I have a piece that I just want to revitalize again and just kind of, you know, to give it some more moisture to really perk it up, to bring those colors and keep them more vibrant, right? So that's up to you. It's just like, honestly, if you go and you get Old English and you put it on an antique piece of furniture, you know that, you know what, does it really need it? But if you want to bring it back to life after a while, in antiques, we do it after years and years and years and literally decades, right? So waxing is up to you how often you want to do it. But if you do it like even once a year, I promise it will make your pieces just feel much more sharper and hydrated and beautiful, right?
Okay. So our free gift recipient tonight is Judy Grant Kaiser. Judy Grant Kaiser. If you're on here, say hello so I can give you a...
All right. Let's find Judy.
Come on, Judy. Judy.
By the way, how many people joined us tonight?
A lot.
I don't even know.
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot.
I gotcha. Do you want to show them the milk paint colors while I work myself around here?
Well, the one milk paint that people were asking is the yellow. That was called Dory Yellow.
Yeah.
So, Judy Kaiser. That's this yellow here. Judy Kaiser, if you're on here, please speak up, or we'll have to pick somebody else. So, Judy Kaiser. So, anyways.
So who's going to do this? Anybody say they're going to try it?
All right, we're waiting on Judy.
Judy.
Yep. That sounded like, what's his face? Little robot from Buck Rogers. Twiggy. You usually go Judy.
You know what I've gotten into now?
What?
That show Rick and Morty.
You like, see? Rick and Morty's
You're a bad
a great
influence.
show.
You got me into Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Yes. What's a good show that everybody's into watching these days?
Okay, hang on. I gotta find Judy.
Okay, all right. I don't want to distract you.
Judy.
I gotcha.
Hey, Judy, I'm giving you like a minute or so to respond. If not, we're gonna grab somebody else.
All right, sounds good. Here we go. So what's your guys' favorite color so far of the milk paint that you've seen?
Oh, there's Judy. There you go, Judy. Judy, drop us a email at jumpmonkeypaint@gmail.com. jumpmonkeypaint@gmail.com. And give us your address, and we will... What are you pointing at?
Because I wanted to be able to see what the front looks like.
Okay. Oh, there.
All right. I'm going to continue
It's kind of
my
a wide
way around.
piece. It's kind of a wide
It
piece.
is. It's a boat. That's why if somebody wants it, message me at junkmonkeypaint.com. And honestly, I would love it for somebody else to get it and to love on it, right? But anyway, it's a big, big piece. It's beautiful. And hopefully you guys feel inspired tonight.
It's pretty.
Phew, it is pretty, right?
Like me.
Seriously, see what I gotta live with? You see what I gotta live with? All right, and here's a disclaimer. I really didn't use this toothbrush, all right? But you can get one at the dollar store for
That looks just like my toothbrush.
I know, I like to mess with you. Happy Valentine's Day, I love you. All right.
Somebody's going to be spending it alone.
All right, I will let you guys go. We'll be back on again tomorrow night. Remember, type live below really quick before we end if you want to be on with us for the next 18 days and beyond, because we've got lots of ideas coming up. So last night we did posies on a magazine rack. Today we did a beautiful sunflower on a big old, awesome old table, right? And totally flipped it. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Is there anything else? You sound like you're about to say something.
Oh, somebody was saying, just out of curiosity, if you're going to sell it.
Yes.
This table now, what price would you value it for?
Message me at junkmonkeypaint.com. I'm sorry, junkmonkeypaint@gmail.com.
Yes.
And if you're interested for yourself.
Stick your face to the next to the table. No, you think you're slick. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that.
Oh, when will they learn? Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you
tomorrow.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.